Hello everyone and welcome to Burn Your Books, Open Your Mind. I am your friend and host BYBOYM and you are watching Foundation for NEET. We have already started with our first chapter, Digestion and Absorption, and today we are going to start the fourth video, Heterotrophic Nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition means a nutrition mode of nutrition in which an organism is dependent upon other organisms, specifically speaking autotrophs, for their food supply, either directly or indirectly. They take ready-made organic food from other dead or living plants or animals. An example of an organism with heterotrophic mode of nutrition is a tiger that feeds on other organisms and cannot produce its own food. The living organisms showing heterotrophic nutrition are called as heterotrophs. Examples are all animals, fungi, many bacteria, some non-green plants and insectivorous plants. Tiger is an animal. Fungi, mushrooms are a good example of fungi. Orchid is an example of a non-green plant, and Venus flytrap is an example of an insectivorous plant. Depending upon the mode of obtaining food, heterotrophic nutrition is of the following types. Holozoic mode of nutrition observed in animals such as deer. Saprophytic or saprotrophic mode of nutrition observed in mushrooms. Parasitic mode of nutrition, an example would be flea. And mixotrophic nutrition, euglena is an example of mixotrophic nutrition. Now moving on to Holozoic mode of nutrition. What is Holozoic mode of nutrition? In this type of nutrition, all animals including humans, they obtain their nourishment by ingesting the whole food through the mouth or some similar structure by the process of ingestion. The ingested matter is subsequently digested, absorbed in the body, and the remaining matter is egested out of the body. Examples are all animals including vertebrates and non-vertebrates. Now talking about these Holozoic animals, they are also divided on the basis of their food habits. They could be herbivores, that animals that depend on green plants for food, they are known as herbivores. Example are a goat, a deer, a cow and a rabbit. These are organisms that eat green plants as their food. Now you also know that other animals that eat other animals as food, they are known as carnivores. Example are a lion, wolf and a tiger. They have different digestive system and a different dentition, the arrangement of teeth, to support such food habits. Now next is omnivores. These are animals that eat both plants and animals as their food. So they are not dependent either on plants or on animals. They can eat whatever is available to them. Examples are rat, bear, crow, cockroach and a human. These are all examples of omnivores. Now the next is saprophytic or saprotrophic mode of nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, organisms obtain their food from dead and decaying matter. They are known as saprophytes or saprotrophs. They first digest the food material external to their body and then ingest the digested food material. Examples are some bacteria and fungi. Next is parasitic mode of nutrition. Para means other. So in this mode of nutrition, the organism is dependent upon a host for its nutrition, and this is characteristic of parasites. Now parasites, they can live either inside the body of the host or on the body of the host. So the parasites are dependent either wholly or partially on the host for nutrition. Examples are tapeworm, ascaris, plasmodium, liver fluke, cuscata, etc. Now we are talking about parasites living on the body and inside the body. So endoparasites, endo means inside. So parasites that live within the body of the host are called as endoparasites. Example are roundworms and tapeworms. On contrary, ectoparasites are those parasites that live on or in the skin of the host but not within the host body. Example are lice and flea. They are example of ectoparasites. Parasitic plants are also present in nature that derive some or all of their nutritional requirements from other living plants. These are: first, total stem parasite. Cuscata develops haustoria, small adventitious sucking roots which enter the host plant, forming contact with the xylem and phloem of the host plant and deriving nutrition directly from there. Now other examples are total root parasite. What is the total root parasite? That is depending upon the root, that is attached to the root. Example: Orobanche, Rafflesia and Balanophora. Now it would be interesting to know that Rafflesia is also the biggest flower that is present in the nature and is a very smelly flower. Now the third is partial stem parasite. An example would be Mistletoe. For partial root parasite, Santalum album or sandalwood is the example, and it grows on the roots of Dalbergia sissoo, commonly referred to as shisham. The next mode of nutrition is Mixotrophic nutrition. From the name itself we can say that it involves mix, that is, it involves autotrophic as well as saprophytic mode of nutrition at the same time. Examples are Euglena. The last is Mutualistic nutrition, which is also known as symbiosis. Now this is very interesting. In Mutualistic nutrition, two different organisms are interdependent upon each other for their nutrition, in which an organism is dependent mutually on the other. Examples: lichens share mutualistic nutrition between a fungi and an algae, or between a fungi and a cyanobacterium. In this type of nutrition is known as symbiotic nutrition, and the organisms that exhibit such nutrition are known as symbiont. In the case of lichens, one organism is responsible for decaying and degrading the food material, that is the stone on which the lichen will grow, and the other one is responsible for doing the photosynthesis. So one is degrading and providing the food material, raw material, and the other one is synthesizing food by the process of photosynthesis. Hope you understand this video. You are watching Burn Your Books, Open Your Mind.